a subscribe while like no share am onua enya chefa o show no so Kessben television yema bibia akwa ba emrena so hermena no nan aboapon meet miensa efri samre kwapem se nonum ebebo de agudie mu nsam nko a yato ne din se extra time ye so onko focus ni de so ewo yema Ghana mu a ye de beso matie4 ene ahefo won so o chefa o show ni mu so for message ebra 0551 444 933 0551 444 933 and no WhatsApp line na obetimi compose message na o de afa sala we so na fe ye ho adwuma and so e the amount and na Gaka elections no e so Vincent Levandoku na mu see ni one crime. All the details no eba na Ghana Premier League ni second round shas here na watch we Kessben and na FA omo communication department no omo edi etudwa how to folk kwa away to Basake Holy Stars obeka ye starting league no nil promoter side be share house e wa Accra and Kessben and a house for edi etudwa after big game ho Gold Stars na Lady Ghanaian Premier League no ye bebo remu camp kotoko and then central for Shemuko so Emma 2 players ebe share media na den and a star players no edit to draw way any pin na ya boabo no an ye dey bro extra time jumedie so ye be hear some man so onko for so awianti ye be hear na po and na po so ye too far na yakwa mo no ne medin Ede Tony Muntana. Yebe shase ede free and then Europa League games are so and for a close na and the matches no day wa ebi 5:45 and about 8 so do na to so na and the games are so Europa League no said ya project our Kessben television so Fenerbahce and Lyon airbo at 5:45 na Hoffenheim Aken Tottenham Hotspur, Mamo FF, NA FC20, Karabakh FK Abdam, FC Ball, Victoria Plaza, Ebetren Anderlecht, Frankfurt, and Ferencváros, na Lazio, and Sociedad Abo, Ludogorets, Ebetren Midtjylland, Man United, 8 p.m. Any Rangers and Airbo, PAOK, and Slavia Prague, and so Eddie FA, so we games are Airbo, and then the Europa League. Now, Yabeko Chelsea, I swear, Yamabeka say, I'm some kofa Ganacho, every United Eba, United sin, 70 million euros or more. Among your margin said, Ganacho ne Bono, or more Ebete so Capreba, Afe, and na Chelsea, or more away options, no, now on my confirm or more interest, Afe number ya approach, now on my United, I swear, say, or more Quacopen. Alejandro Garnacho. Napoli interested. Now so Sikana United edge no na mo so madwene say omanya Garnacho na onya Karim Adeyemia difference bia enso edimu yabako Deportivo La Corona so ye are rejected offer from Chelsea Strasbourg kun say sa teams no link prepared 50 million pounds ekoi for a year Yereme nemo Deportivo Alaves almost said the business can omogia enye team Jeremy stay only bebia and so echo. Finally, Randall Colomwani, the move no Juventus are confirm ye no and yet be last week muho na ebe to just say PSG at the Colomwani about Juve on loan na just number 20 and a Colomwani ono enso ebe share ewo Juventus omo aso ye na loan fee no 1 million euros now our add-ons of 2 million euros and then extra cost of 2.6 million euros and on a statement Juventus are confirmed say breakdown in the for loan dealer or market secure for Randall Colomwani a free PSG or more aswe also 30 on one can decision back up say obeste or Barca also onye bimbo the last 4 games Barca bono on dressing po nan campese watana bench nemo boy ne se onko babia miwa ni agent say also born eco loan and for home and the boy family air can ni agent air can the club ni air can also 40 the person will stay now on fighting for a place our boss as well loan no wakwa on so abre ACL injury no and hapless pa na Gabriel Jesus Brazil no bomber Arsenal no local prior and then release pictures boy no osre into ACL no where we are clutches and all you said here or her our Kessben television so yeah wishing a speedy recovery na on free injury emebo and for Emma Arsenal and then sign of contract no happen here. Barca omo a captain Ronald Araujo or take only 15 minutes our Barca omo secretariat because na wadwene ho awie na nya ade afi na wakɔ steady contract ne awasi time into draw up na me contract no offer ne to no nima ono enso assign until June 2031 wey a contractor Ronald Araujo or extend their old stay or Barca omo enso asoye ka work akokodru Man City a player that no say the betima kasa or ye AC player and ne medical so atimi akoso a obebo edi ama ye AC Milan Vinicius Junior ebe me say 2 crucial games eda Madrid omo enim ebe share La Liga Madrid any Valladolid no or ye suspended because of accumulation of cards yellow cards are picking team. Any red card could not say Madrid ekoya appeal her amfa no na ma boy no o message sa match we hena otua so a Champions League next week Madrid any start Brestois na airbo honestly you suspended enra okonya yellow card for simulation Vinicius Junior Beretania just said Madrid Espanyol no February 1 and sana Vini Junior etimi abo say Carlo Ancelotti fan ho adwene say ode Fedi Valverde ko ball right back no enra epeke pa Emma Madrid almost share Salzburg by 5-1 into big games no obese ojusu left and right full backs no ebeye Ferland Mendy ene Fedi Valverde omo de be mine number 2 ene number 3 position no de ama Madrid na ye be remu e wo Bayern Munich so ye Hurricane trophy drought no twice one na only say since November almost 2 months ago Hurricane won share goal and for Emma Bayern Munich just a penalty nko oyi non penalty goals only be the washing na no penalty da ben and open play on also betima atwat na the Emma Bayern Munich omo football club no say Mason Greenwood what decided said about social nationality na wa naturalize the Ama Jamaica into from England no languages no Jamaica no enso the airco emre ne adwane pa awiade ye hyeda nche e wa honane we eso ane agina na ya dan ho tiawa ye ba pe ya the more local stories to aso menyi wa video no amfam free ha je osote ndi oso hwe efa gaka elections ene course no o de tawaso din yankomra na ne nyina no yen share our Kessben television so question. Ghanaian Premier League no second round no here this very weekend Sunday and week 18 of the Ghana Premier League bosso. Neil Armstrong GF communication team no a senior member and wakasa edi afa the first round of the Ghana Premier League last week eba na wie and also league no one say improvements abaye papa pamuinten sama Neil Armstrong edi tuja
from 9th going down. It's been quite competitive. If you look at even the points difference from 1st to like 8th thereabouts, and then even from 9th going down. For me, I use the statistics as the basis for my saying it's been quite competitive. We've had a few complaints about refereeing decisions, and I think that it's always an ongoing conversation. And for me, that's one part that, as a football association, we need to look at ensuring that we have fewer of those kind of complaints. Clubs will feel hard done by when they lose anyway, but there are times when you assess, then the referees panel will look at whatever has been done and then take the actions that would ensure that we have consistently improved performances. It's gratifying to note, though, that yesterday or 2 days ago, 22 referees received their FIFA badges for 2025. I think we are on the up and up. 5 years ago, we didn't have that number. We had our challenge. So 22 of our colleagues or our compatriots are holding FIFA badges for the year 2025. It's a massive improvement on what we've seen in the past. And I think that all the referees who are refereeing in our game today should look at that and look at the upgrade of those referees to also up their game, remain consistent. And I'm sure we'll get many more at the FIFA level and also refereeing in African clubs competition and also in international competitions. That becomes the litmus, the testament to the fact that our refereeing is indeed improving. Like I said earlier, it's been very competitive. We've seen some players sparkling in our leagues, being called to the Black Stars. Razak Simpson comes as classic case in point. And it's for me, it's an improvement. It's an exciting time. I wish that many more of them would shine, such that the national selectors, both at Black Stars level especially, and then obviously Galaxies is for the local teams, the U20 teams will feature more of them. And that should show that the league is also improving in its quality. A lot more work to do, I would always admit, but I think we're on a good way.
For a member of the communication team of the Ghana Football Association, and I such a Ghana Premier League in the first round, no, because yenya players ni bi. Ko jina Black Stars anemu and our cited examples and nations omo defender Razak Simpson and others ebon Black Stars. Ghana yenya 22 FIFA referees omo beji omo batches. Inti Ghanaian League in the first round no ekoye pa. Name Alhaji Raji, a former GACA president. O say oni mu buy and me here. League where the on-site Jeffy in product. Then so standard way our form power.
I did not destroy the product. It is my product, it's our product. But in the reality terms, I think the standard is a little bit low. I'm not so young in this world. I'm about 68 years old, and I have been through generations of footballers. I began with a generation of Infum and Co. I was at the stadium watching them here. I came to generation of John Eshen and Co. Generation of Kukudazi and Co. I saw all the generation, but I'm not happy with this generation of footballers. I'm not happy with that standard at all.
What can we do to change it?
A lot of things. We must be realistic towards our approach. The way we are running the league, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not putting the blame on anybody. It's a structure that we all came to meet. But till we invest in the Premiership, till we invest in the real professional football, I mean it, in the real professional football, we will still doing what we are doing now.
Alhaji Raji, a former GACA chairman, and Otsenka, or saying, Nancy, your league don't. Obeka say generation where the modern way or from point to say be invest our GP and standard no be so na a drop it. How to folk prepare for Baseke. Holy Stars second round of the Ghana Premier League air shall say on Sunday. Now one exciting news from the camp of the Continental Club Masters. Abdulaziz Nuruddin we proud to feel at Papa. Now we're training with House of Folk. Couldn't say second round no House of Folk are registered no into Oko Pobimana. Abdulaziz Nuruddin and ya focus on the soa or our Kessben television. So and the training session I will probably na any easy currency after long injury layoff no he's back no Watara and so a din come ahead of a training grounds and nema and also a team echo. So yeah, that's so our house and our match at Airbus on Sunday against Baseke Holy Stars and Abubakar Watara say league no aka 17 more matches ebi wo mu pa 17 matches. House of Folk a big club omo compete for the ultimate into House league no there's a possibility say omo ebetimi agi.
After 17 matches. And less 17 minutes, 17 matches. Everything is possible. So that makes me about the league is open for everybody. Let's make our energy. First, we need to away. 4 points is not any problem. I'm only 9 points. I bet you have a chance. No problem. The game is continuing. And the end of the league, accountability to win. But the league is now we are target. As a folk, we don't play the league to say we don't need the league. Not possible. C'est bad if I'm back to soir. We are continuing to work.
Atara, House of Folk head coach say 17 more matches. House of Folk big into almost fighting for the league about fine. A man so I'm na omo apem so. Konadu Yadom defender Emma Phobia or say House fans no about Tramunya ye start league na near man peke na sumunya GD e wo team ni mu no. Say GD na mo fan so na second round no munye more na players no ebe yo ma famodie pa.
Me dem catch man is said the Shire League na say no man go believe in up to now. They should keep believing in us. And no pena miss Romuzo munye mujidi to say league in the band. Munya mujidi my sa go say league in the band.
Also, we have other playing team. We need quality. Do you think that you have the quality to improve better than the most is because so that we can first the starting league minimum play, but there are massive improvements. More the quality and the capacity to improve more to make difference. Plan towards winning the league.
Until after match.
Konadu Yadom defender Emma House of Folk and what's saying Kano. Kumasi Asan took a call Emmanuel Kote onya ACL injury na playing a surgery. Are yet very, very successful. Enti Kotoko, Omo right back, Emmanuel Kote, Afei, and the pictures, images are, Okoye, surgery, no, Kotoko 4, and so at the Ababon, to say, dear, Bibia the dem, Enti Emmanuel Kote, and our Heno, our Kessben television, so we a timer, Okoye, ACL surgery, no, so it's me a basso. Yabet so our Kotoko, Omo youth teamer, Omo and ya brepa, some be I be one of the best in the country. Richard Osajima, Agio, aka Commander, Ebeshobia, former Kosoko, former Ashgo defender, was in the Nyanji Kotoko, pay attention our youth team hopper because very important. It must from poor recruiting so dear. A pa Richard Osajima, Agio Commander, Nikasemi.
We have Kotoko club now. Most of our good players are Munya and most na be a bim bobo na 20. Any other and say very good. Ninya some money abaho. No make people boys ni so what I say because don't say boys no muti baby na enya oh ebema omo betete obi akwa friend so yen kwan komo bo obeko but ka player wo boko to na 20 there ka ho na betima come so say yen ko baby so very good very mete say omo yes na me am so me captain na Amos and omo take over and I think say very good.
Richard Osai, Agio Commander, and our team another beneficiary. Because the youth team, I'm a product back with Douglas also answer. And also Kobo clubs are do to say Diana. Douglas also answer, and so allowed the quarter company for 4 on 1 20 team no more.
Youth team now I'm free Stephen Polak. Ewumi Oscar by senior team. Youth team there a great opportunities because the youth team will be himself. At the end of the season, they will promote 1 or 2, 3 players. I wonder, it's a good youth team. A family because we use a youth team, no players in the type of Akufu, the type of Kojopoku, big players left the youth team in the Koi. Youth team, the boy in a
Charles Owusu Ansa, former Kotoko player, and Otininka on Kotoko, Omo youth team no. Yebeko Galka Secretariat and elections no ebaso na Galka chairmanship position no. Yebete results are so 132 votes. John Ansa enya 96. Isaac Kumsen enya 35. For me time na easy official no obobo results of the chairmanship position.
So, Isaac Wilberforce Thompson and John Kofi and Stan contested for the chairmanship position. The valid votes were 131, rejected ballots 1, and the total votes cast were 132. At the end of the elections, Isaac Wilberforce Thompson had 35 votes. John Kofi and Stan had 96. Based on the votes cast, John Kofi and Stan has been declared.
Mr. John Ansa and as I say, Oye Gaka chairman will take it over from Mr. Kujofiano. 96 votes and an Kanye and now Ora Isaac Kumsen no contesting no and only 35. Ye call vice almost elections no results no na Kumasi base came Faisal. Nana Mankwa no so air pray for vice and then so Amfa Phyllis Marku and a winning mummy her hour results no course so any other positions mummy in Tikakra.
Next chairmanship elections we had Phyllis Marku Monka and Nana Amankwa contesting. We had 134 delegates. At the end of the elections, Phyllis Marku Monka had 94 votes and Nana Amankwa had 39 votes. Based on the results, Phyllis Marku Monka has been elected as the vice chairman. 35 valid votes. At the end of the election, Fred Tintan had 26 votes. Joseph Impo had 18 votes. Abdul Rahman Yakub had 40 votes. With this, Fred Tintan and Joseph Impo have been elected as the representatives for PPR.
We a vice time yeah bobo resource no enti Nana Mankwa kwache amfa I must say there Phyllis Marku and as vice of Gaka. Now other positions are yenya occupant Godwin Gabriel and rep for the regional football associations and nipa mienu a represent Ghana Premier League clubs no Inko Joseph and Fred Tindan mienu and Premier League ni lecture say omoko serve Gaka Esco so treasure Patrick Mate and Division 1 rep no Eric Opoku regional clubs rep no Gabriel Godwin Kwao and Emmanuel so Women's Premier League yi one rapper edebe source ntiene and elections Gaka no so na current chairman says what take over from Kujofiano Mr. John Ansa why elections no o win your DP na edituja
na mechi di vice chairman dan so no ofo bi mo aduma mitimi ye enti say same say no nyam ya ade a I say what you me again and clubs I say there were a lot of things I need discuss during the campaign. Because I'm a leader more invent to media. There is misunderstanding because you can't football one family. Over 2 7 minutes and it's a far. The year not shaking second graduation. I'm a dance and I saw them say we work together. It means that's how we have to go. So I Nyamaya ya put for 5 year system no me first say whatever Gaka so na ya pa telephone to each other. You have more say we bring all this together. We be here in the infantry table to discuss it. we are sure say yeah no baba ya we be CBA and we benya answers. We benya answers.
What is the most important thing for you after you've won the election?
Yes, I think there's some big challenge on bringing ourselves together. And I think I want to drive on that. If you look at my flyer, I said that I want to be a productive leader. And that means that I want to bring everybody on board. I will solicit a lot of advice from my senior and even my own colleagues to be able to lift Dhaka from where it was. You know, the previous administration did a lot, but we need to improve on that and then work on the negatives so I can address some of this.
Lecture chairman, Mr. John Ansah, and our Utie Nekasa or Kessben. Since what we need here, I saw the crow unity at the about Gaka or the previous administration here a lot, also on one level, no, or more at the Ecostro. Now, Abdul Salam Sabato, a president of New Adubiase, will drop up Sabato, no, a course say, Mr. John Ansah, mum, and a winner, Abdul Salam, none of both of Pamumi in Tinikakra.
With the club at the bad, so you never support to bad. Obi na isi ame ha me ho abegina radio so na me tun to na me head. No. That concentrate on the personal business. Better than football already or abaya family black you can say omoja no so me nya di as na me football me part of me do as good they still am football person. So it's the character of football. How can Ubeto Abama answer? Obi on qualify for also contest. Now, almost to Abano. A man almost to 20, almost to 20. Premier to 2. Your brand is Arab, almost to 2, almost to 3. As any leader, as any Obiao, Obini Kamapo, or football. Alatula doesn't even have bad with the club at himself doesn't even have bad. So you never support to bad.
Administrators didn't know bad into Yenina, ever support to bad. Motu Obama, Mr. John Ansah saying, Abdul Salam Yakubu Sabato, president of New Alibiase, Young Konkwan and Koko Paya, the frustration or shall be our Kessben television. So, Mr. Kujofiano, the immediate and I said the outgoing Gaka chairman also no Bibiara and Yadunida, Sagaka, a collapse, Gaka collapse and Kene and Ketuaba, Debbie Gaka in collapse.
I call for my association. I call from, and now, election and Nipa Bosa. You see, and then Champions League, Champions League. Number now, Bishasiano, and one AFCON, welcome. It's a competition anywhere, and no one is born a football. A bed baby, now, who have top four, none exactly, not 4 clubs in Africa. Currently 2 Neko. Out of the 2, one will have to come from the Confederation Africa. So, who bought top 4? Now, Kobona said, FA Cup, Urana and battle for Noma. How do you play it? You know, was a such a league, and we have been 12 class level. You got 40, you got 16, 18. So, to say that because you bought top 4, so bad that committee and a marker. Is it not a plus? Your friend saying this is your first ladies cup. Is it not a plus? President's cup, if you look at international, it's not a plus. The guy can go. How can you get tough on one age? Because
Gaka Nguye and your top Fonkoa and a Gaka organized way the outgoing chairman of Gaka, Mr. Kujofiano, and our Henono. Now, Uncle Joseph, every year, say 2 reps are Equaco Jina from the Premier League, or Gaka Escono, or Kahombi, Mr. Uncle Joseph Ekasai, after elections, the winner, or Kosevo, or Esconuso.
In fact, Sidakasi, my delegation. I say be 8-9 months in the call by election. And now my from our experience kakra. And I may say contest for the main election. Medi asida medi kind ama all the 18 clubs. And Gidia or Manya. In fact, na me target be 14 and answer 15 votes, but they voted massively for me. 26 and you had the kitwa. nti ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo de adwuma kɛseɛ paa de asɔm so ato me so because it means say more confidence in me. So I will have to double up. I will have to double whatever I did for them to have this confidence in me. I will have to double it, if possible, triple it. In fact, so making sure say niema me starting ya eko yie na omanya sa confidence in me. Metwa so na ma making sure say my more. I'll bring up more policies. At least when we go for ESCO meetings, I'll table up our concerns and then make sure that it's addressed for the clubs to also find their way out.
Literally, some of the ideas that you are on board.
Yes, for instance, we shall see here, you need what do we call it, sponsorship. It's affecting the Ghana Premier League. Brecum Chelsea, I always use Brecum Chelsea as an example. Say we spend not less than 40,000 Ghana cedis in every away match. We share hotel expenses. Aduane a ombedi, fuel a yeto, any sabi winning bonuses ni ade a woka nyina bomu a enye sika keko. Nti say you spend away na in away matches. Now at the end of the day, you need sponsorship, and I say you need support from the GFE. And I say wherever it's supposed to come from now, we table that concern again to our ESCO. Say you intro and come the GFE, and more acquire every. Aside that, no, all say referees acquire be a problem. So we give matches now for issue. Now we go for carpet now. Yeah, say you suspend you charge Bramit say. Sanya money now your concerns of the class. It's part of my agenda. Say me table to ESCO meeting na so muji tuma. And no so say and throw comma every no more reviews hamra because we are in a democratic world and therefore say player B and I say coach and I say.
Inko Joseph also anya slot Premier League okako representing omo ewo ESCO of Ghana local stories no edoso emani dwane Awa Muhammad who do ho Dr. Sef say doctor ne say na ebetima kan bu mu ana say this is chusu baako ebia nti Dr. Franco so ansa and Dr. Franco so hadomo doc wadaroma yen hye
okay so where
na mi adom na nso e
stories in the way you be I very see with me I crack so na stories in them say would be bregu hono nti ye say di bisi aye no Muntana na yeri kan ma menko Ghana elections no na ye ninkomo kakra ewo ho ya na me pese me establish the background on ya de nkrofo ti ase ye ka Ghana League Clubs Association and that is clubs na ewo Ghana no nti ofa Premier League the 18 Premier League clubs. Now wafa Division 1 League, 48 of them. Now wafa Women's Premier League. I think they are 16. Zone 1 year 8, Zone 2 8. Then wabefa regional leagues and also so any other. One nekikabu no moye Gaka. Na utie pa senti o te Gaka na say clubs no omo uefe like omo yedie. Na se kobasa obi sisi club no club bi ana obi di bibi di club bi enya no mabwa se kobasa obi including other clubs ana se FA no e di nsem bi di any of the club or clubs no susu se mfa kwemu a no madi djuma no na enim say over the years Ghana in an attempt to make money introduced the Ghana Top 4 which is almost defunct. Ekamia kweze ahemre kojo fianu se obi obeka se Ghana mu ibia oboa de election e kire se Ghana mu yi menene ya adwen Ghana mu ye nemum Ghana ahemre Ghana da yare empaso enti ni akoso nei eya akwanya se ye de besa Ghana yade na watumegyina ne na so na waye de se fata in fact se ufa bibi ti se Premier League ya yeboya ebia sponsorship bia na so no TV right na team no akobo ni league no ofie on to mean streaming live na other TV stations na class ni nim de ombenya free mu no se Ghana can be vibrant they can stand together na omuni GFA no edi nkita ho ahwe se perepere yo ebetuma ye adwuma na nei ona koto aba na abato makoto no wo hwe se ne aba no koye na utim se titreni no owura John Kofi Ansa Ebusia Dwas fame the campaign manager for the GFA president Mr. Keti Okreku na enyese orene keke is overwhelming. Out of 132 votes, Mr. John Ansa had 96 of the votes. Tony, 96. Ne contest, nipa one ne contest meka Mr. Isaac Wilberforce Kumsen, and so enya 35. Enti clearly, not as a utunze bibia de DPP say, overwhelming. Edema Ura friend John Kofi Ansa. As a trend say club people no ekoshia no omujidi say Mr. Ansa deserves about 72.7% of the votes. Now Tony so be no co-election. Now only 72% of the voter. As a trend say Dudona Jinidi ye say Inti young country Mr. Ansa say a very good luck to him. Na ura a friend Isaac Kumsen there. Better luck next time. Minim say Isaac Kumsen wa nyane campaign yi ana say election obi an mobi adada. Inti election campaign ankasa ya na nhyeda nya adwuma. Wo hwe de okonya vice no nso a na na mankwa ene Phyllis Marku Monka. And also, Nana Mankwe Diegu Kra
94-34.
94-34.
Emu ye papa
vice. Na Ushe eye omo mujrem ediama Premier League for nonswa. Inko Joseph Fasteris Tunidi na Fred Tindan. Fred Tindan every BB any Gold Stars. And on rep for the Premier League. RFN yenya Gabriel Godwin. And of course, Division 1 yenya Eric Opoku. Tony, so you're familiar with the terrain now. Sa Gaka election, a kebi bichrew the popularity and acceptability of the current GFA president.
Administration
by football people.
And no just say didn't hear nana.
As a trend say football people for no omu jiket or couldn't improve with deeper. You know why I'm saying that? Ura John Kofi Ansano one keto kreku ne kona krana. In fact, during Keto Kreku campaign, he was the campaign manager. We are not the free honoma vice no, the obedient vice no, and so belonging to Game Changer. Obianim size Kumsen, Georgia Free team member. Obianim sena naman kwa, Georgia Free team member. Enti eba Gaka chairman na John Kofi Ansa bo Isaac Kumsen from eba vice na Monka abuna naman kwa from emuso na uko Premier League reps na and they pay because Brekum Chelsea the name in himself mun share the game changers are. But Go Stars Fred Tindan game changer.
Go Stars Accra rep.
Go Stars for Accra rep.
Yeah.
Or a proper game changer. Offer RFA Nunsua Gabriel Godwin. Techiba Heroes in crowd there Eric Opoku. Division 1 you know. Proper game changer. And out of 8 executives, you know, Minyanya they are winning for women's league, you know, a women's side, you know. But at least out of 7 now, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the camp of game changer as against a Inko Joseph. Now Inko also as a person. Min share them who say what share that say or campo and as or campo. We know Inko as an Asante Kodoko working for Brekum Chelsea as their Accra rep. Enti akamia kwese nkokura no on shada nye ebi a Georgia Free yesa. I've not seen him in the camp of Georgia Free. Enti omo hoyi abano mkoto ye nipa 132 no majority of them endorse team game changer. na na me ka no na no ha say owura jonansa any pro omo support game changer for no omo be the leaders of Gaka emwa Ghana football men can say be a metanke to kreku but I think that as a welfare body there leadership no should not be in bed with the FA now potentially omo betumi aka omo de omo ahye no encheye ena kujofia na obi anim say oni owura keto kreku as a camp obeka nsem bebre ka ase papa no kran ke be ya yenyini mfiri so ena ne vice owura nsanom enso be release the patch o say sa asem na
omo se Ghana man
omo chairman kan no
ye chairman kan na entwa yi
in fact omo nim de na chairman kra no
omo distance omo
ah okokeka sa ansem no na ye omo Gaka omo free omo ntachiri
omo sa dia chope mu odin
a chopa me da so kai pa omo dia chope mu odin
asa tachiri
atachira me efefo mpanyimfo say in fact so omo nim kra so omo chairman na be kasa asem na nko wi ni firi okra nsa na nka o be kasa enti enade the Gaka will be under the armpits of Ghana Football Association. A bedding say GFA no DBB clubs no Gaka executives no because look Nipa 8 as executives they say move 5 for baby back they obey biano a bedding but Ura Jonansa is a football person. You can't underrate or know as a person ni modema wa ball follow football obekaya project no mu ye borehole how do you know that I met him when they came to West School Nansenso and chairman initiator he's a nice man but I think that enka it could do the other side nkebeboa but yeah man it train kwa
and not sure say are we crying more than they bereaved I say, ye media no, ye kasa complaints and they win tray. But clubs no koto about no. I just say, still no.
Look,
they are on course.
Tony, who do also to form a team game changer ye campaign ni bipa. Ede buru Jonansa. Na to ma koto ama Jonansa na se chance call football for na nkasa de. Ne ye kanu. Aye so mo bre ne bi o mo mre. Unfortunate thing is that you may go into the individual people who voted and see there omune tuaka boka our clubs in Muntana. For example, Fahasa, was it Togo Afede? Any beer, Ekojire Muntana. And I say, Ufa Asante Kotokwa, obviously, and Yasante. Ufa Diana Stasa, and your Sia Diego. Ufa Ebia, Karela Obeheno, then your Honorable Haruna Idrisu. These are reps.
In Swantremine.
Yeah. Boom say, and your former Minister of Employment, Ignatius Bafua. Obakako Hebrekum Chelsea, Nebi and Yamufa Jantwa. Enti, one hour Yisika free or Mubotom, Nasika ye, a din the moment Yaman Koyo Mutin Yeno, in Pempi Abatu in Yomanekoto.
Now, Omoboko Joma name Atuabano, everything Aquaco Tuaba on their own. Rabra Sampany for no end decide mom say we as club A or club B in your decision ni koto abanoma obetimi e decide otherwise.
Unfortunately, oka obeje penny oko na say na dwen kosisa who said they all say no wankoyo. How would you know that nipa na osuma no oko e wankoto amawi edin intimpempi no sa na ya na ekoye. Tony mame emra we so quickly na hudu emrem. Neil Armstrong got an assessment of the first round of our league, and per some of the yardstick I will issue at the Akasi league, yen league no referees ni be enya FIFA badges. Yenya player from your Premier League now, I call Black Stars, Akobo Aboni ye, and so I can one or two things at the account. Black Stars, the me enemy no crane me. Bo papa ben no mobo and to be na kwen remwa enunti echiresi league ni papa
se franco
mincha a plus
mincha wonu 20 doc the whole of last year 2024 Blaster we need 2 matches per
2 matches 12 solid months
yes
only 2 matches
the whole of 2024
International as I'm coming company. Bo papa bang.
Why a charitable dog?
Bo papa bang a blasters in boy and so being a chance to room no bo one match. And Nuntino is an indication of the quality of our league. Say FIFA badge there, year in, year out. Referees in the country be out the number of FIFA badges I assigned their more. In TAG be there near their movie. Then you be beyond Masubia. But from my own perspective, I would want to say, would the first round of your league at 2 previous years, I think there's some improvement. And teams know a more boboso. But first round, you have concerns about officiating. ISM paying for pen was some kind. Now, who can league standards are? Some of the indicators are the best standards. Major indicator, spectatoring and patronage. Patronage, ASN Crawford, Shannon to do with TV so. Now, Crawford Stadium, and you be attendance, a stadium net is saying, and go about attendance and in yet. TV so crowd, they are fed you need official TV sponsor, and your castle will Yaman Crawford. Over South African League now, yes, indeed, at the stadium, you don't see so many spectators there, but a lot of people watch it on TV in Team Crawford. By they say TV, so say a stadium. I'm on for time. O Cassica Semi Wumua in Kui. In Tinuquasam say, Neil Armstrong, then penning for, and he's a key member of the FE. Omunion Tumze, and Yama of Omu. Positives, the Okasa Upibiaka, yet they have been 1 or 2 aka. But the reality is that you need baby a year who see a bill. Inti, Omunion Tumze, and Yaman Kui, no more Minnesota crowd. Finally, Mamima Emmanuel Corte, speedy recovery. ACL, a major injuries, a heart football expire. Last Sunday, na menene nete Babayara, and utimzena nanti wedding. And luckily, the medical team na yomu surgery and everything. In fact, Oshaya nanko no akasakra na bemu yebu. Ekoba say fullback onum. Obey surplus to requirement. At a point in time, he was one of the guys they were considering so uncle. But now Bebrejidi said he came only in January of last year. Until at the end of the season, also uncle they want to seek a But I said, when you have a chance 1 or 2 be no chance and not on science. Unfortunately, all pick up banner and they were Cupra. You wish you all the best, Tony.
Dr. Franco Swansa and what's in Kano. Awal Muhammad Hudu. Take over, please.
Tony, now within your body politics, you can be a friend winner takes all. Na yana mpempi political analyst netaka say to de be very very dangerous. But ni yemu say yenya leaders are more dream papa Tony itimi boa because say o absolute control ana o absolute mandate omo a wo hwe omo so say omo the power na ma wo say hwe omo so a say who dream power ubetimi dia yedwuma pa. And I think say winner takes all na fry politics no. Tony e didie wura e football mu. And men ka say wura kura e wura. Because Galka initially na one of the vibrant bodies that keep a very good check on the football administration. And Kwabani say later on Kwana GFA administration ka vice presidency appointed. First, so we have Galka chairman, you are automatically the vice chairman or vice president of the Ghana Football Association.
Yeah, now you're vice chair.
Yes.
Galka.
Yes.
You become vice
of the Ghana Football Association.
It is true that Anyantechi had to be a vice.
Yes.
To Dr. Nyawutamaklo.
So Tony say why no na e buama clubs no nkita udia e wo between no money F no it din kan pa because e buama say bia say F no ko ba bia o chia Gaka na den e put on the break. But in a case say what is say FA e wo absolute control of the GFA. What it means say Tony say FA ye ni opa Gaka ntimi ka because no so o shenase even or make constructive criticism so be an amfa. And honestly for me that is where I honestly agreed with Dr. Say Franco say meno kaminya senka Gaka elections no enko to the other camp ka be boapa. Tony first na ye wo ade Gaka ye especially say be any club bia ton play free Ghana from the shores of Ghana. Proceed Gaka ya no all of a sudden for some couple of years yenti and then also count on a bag galka or more financials any day a common Mr. Kujo Fanu apologies to him me gankalo so made for me galka no egu and yes about for my gu because per the analogy now they ma say we have con numbers here they ba say numbers in here saying say first
say Gaka top 4 you bit Gaka
say I defunct
and how many teams send
I defunct
FIFA Club World Cup how many teams send
say Gaka top 4 oh
what comparison no na
there be no any comparison kwa 24 teams na akono omobo o Gaka no bo
say last year boy omo invited division 1 club man
you can imagine. Initially, we started as Gaka top 4. Mekai some time ago, Dr. Franco raised a very important case. Be say yem categorize here. The name who says be say top 3 teams in your far. Ni obe piki FA Cup. Say on cut off on na count. Ne no abuama yen clubs no moko Africa no money opportunity to have a very good preparatory ground for the Africa no moko no. Ningi na yenye. And honestly, and also count on ama Galcat or mo competitions no aba from. Of course, the only competition because a Gaka Timmy Bo and at least Omutimi organize a President Cup. For there, I will give them the plus. But near your main mandate na a Gaka top 4. Tony, egu. Apart from a from cra. And honestly, I will hope and pray a new Gaka administration they can put their house in order. Say wait me organize the competition because. Ebedu maybe na ye league na ebe boga katofa Ghana obi ani je ho
because ye league ye be
league no
last 5 no be a fight
yes.
Top 4
yes target and it's top 4
that's it
the target and it's top 4
yes
and then that class they sign players
yes
top 4 until player to me come top 4 until player bit to me lose
even it was even checking match facing because Obabeda fifth or top 4 mura into one final match mount
motivated so because top 4 chance so the match in the mount
so Tony at is
a name me no more they say no ba ko ye hwehwe ni mu any inconsistency say ya ade na ye top 4 league ni season ye bo wie kotoko has a D7 yes they are down in the top 8
that's it
yo
yes G8
ne dia top 6
says ye hwehwe mu na ba bia kotoko ne has oni apedin fufuro de atoto ne dia ye
disrespecting above 8 nso a na ya kasa invitational tournament
ebedu baby no almost G8 near the first division clubs in them.
And they were waiting for us to finish the season before they go and look for sponsorship. If tournament need generals, so say this all the Kotokone has in the copy. You started season also per sponsorship for Gaka top 4. Be him say, a dear Kotokone has un bit me room. Any time everybody you grow room. Maybe I watch your sponsorship as then you play.
Yes.
It Mr. Somewhere
of late, you train near the position of the clubs.
Can you imagine?
So honestly, consistency, no.
Abdul Salam comment, you know,
Abdul Salam, the ultimate say that was pile like.
But you guys require the message about him. Or did he pass it Abdul Salam? The okay kind of no. One can say na and Chester John sounding in Yardinia. Clubs to our manner in Tiamrebia. Yes, if your clubs not going from so.
Yeah, or no, see a club person.
The message we buy.
Mr. John Ansai a club person. So if per se onosu jina for Galka elections not me he stands on its own rights and her own merit now and even if she numbers now a overwhelming endorsement but for me I think that on that score now Okas administrators ning na nye papa no I bet to disagree with
also no crazy Tony game changer for no oma butim George Free na ma say oma yemre no kre wum no game changer for na bu George Free team na ma oma yemre hwe salam press you're saying Congress now what here na after the adura bambu ehwe no ano odin game changer for you see team George Free so mo pe to me na dia omo mani mre say
dog the question is don't you see this election is also another preparatory ground for the third term extension going forward
no? Third term not necessarily say Kessben beba but obi from the camp ebeba
and also possible
which say still an team kit
game changer third term no ye kotoa but say ye ma kwan ema FA president oteso ontumi nko third term na so mkoto ne agitum hwia enu akine do next election na kwanya abeda ho say
next election second anko e dey be from the camp and very obvious
obepi but
very obvious
as I say team George Free no omo mani bre because kono on say skabedi baby skani power ko di baby omo twen krofo be omo
and so
omo twen krofo pa
doc about wetimi abon tofa say ket and
consequence if they are going on congress
wrap
up no other room ma men ko SG mo
okay
na men chia nana samenchia the owner of SG mo any mpanyinfo who bia na maame back on lady pastor hit on a preparators Heaven Crest Christian School maame nchia no juma pa mo bono Heaven Crest o and obi bi o SG mo so nim say the kodwa ntwi ba
ene me da ho
Valentine na
a day after Valentine
15th
you be bad bet one really
oba betu me
on the 15th
ndok me ba betu o ono e ni days no
e de kodwa ntwi kwabna any akwabwa
any squad yedi
love your friend night of love
oba betu me
Muntana is me
e wala me da
squad yedi
na division 2 league e wa Asante Mantemu RF chairman o set to Ajman Kotoro I introduce Friday football enti second round no chance no last week na this weekend so original Friday John Boy and Thunderbolts ebe ball so for line alignment and no 3 p.m. e was Central Region Division 2 or more a league no on Sunday asokwa na Moro and Sasamo Penny and so ball first leg of the league no Sasamo Penny e sha asokwa na Moro why they winning on Sunday 9 a.m. e was Bantama AstroTurf na wodwani e kire Akrobimaya Soccer Masters enye yi omo new president of the club enti Mr. Joseph Owusu and Akrobimaya Soccer Masters omo ni say openi kwanche for president order omo football club no and so anunti yan commentator any rep e wo wanchi say eto onoa any founder of Akrobimaya enti yan we show me the very best of luck ya de show ni AC oti Awal Muhammad Hudu Enka and I would say Dr. Franco Uswan Sanka make a say for na folks na me admo china and Fred Achi and ma me 1 week no air basso enti ye nyina mom ye fa ni enche Achi ni ma me krom ho no ma hweruam and 1 week celebration about 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to be cordially invited na me admo china
so ni ma hweruam
me ma hweruam pa
u free farmer na okokwa me chem krom u free kwa me chem krom na odrupo poku krom kroni kwantia wa ni faso nwurem na kwa hwerewam
nyame adom ochina e wo ho mo me nyina nhia ho medin editona Muntana production team nyina no e bedo bibiara se mo me nhia nyame adom ochina